In the mid-1970s, a cultural revolution of sorts was brewing. Disco was king, bell-bottoms were in, and the economy was shifting. Amid all this, a man named Gary Dahl came up with an idea so outrageous, so absurd, that it made him a millionaire in just a few months. This is the story of the pet rock, one of the most iconic fads in history. Gary Dahl was a creative and quick-witted advertising copywriter living in California. In 1975, during a casual conversation with friends, the group began complaining about the responsibilities of their pets, feeding, cleaning, and caring for them. As a joke, Gary said, "You know what would be the perfect pet? A rock. No feeding, no walking, no cleaning, just perfect." The room erupted in laughter, but where others saw a joke, Gary saw potential. Gary's advertising background gave him the tools to transform this silly idea into a marketable product. But it wasn't just any rock. It was all about presentation. He created a clever cardboard box with air holes to mimic a pet carrier. Inside, the rock rested on a bed of straw, accompanied by a care manual filled with tongue-in-cheek instructions like how to train your pet rock to stay or roll over. Every detail added charm to what was in reality an ordinary gray stone. The rocks themselves, Gary sourced them from Rosarito Beach in Mexico. Simple, smooth stones that cost him just a penny each. He was turning literal rocks into gold, or so it seemed. The brilliance was in the humor, packaging, and marketing, not the product itself. Gary's clever marketing was the true genius behind the pet rock. He priced it at $3.95, a modest price for something so unique. And his advertising campaign? It leaned heavily into the absurdity. The media loved it. The humor resonated with a culture looking for something lighthearted, and the public couldn't resist the novelty. In just 6 months, Gary sold over 1.5 million pet rocks. That's $15 million in sales, equivalent to over $80 million today. The craze swept through America, becoming a must-have item for the 1975 holiday season. From kids to adults, everyone was in on the joke. The pet rock became a cultural phenomenon. But like many fads, the pet rock burned bright and faded fast. By 1976, the novelty had worn off, and sales plummeted. People moved on to the next big thing, and Gary's million-dollar idea became a relic of its time. Gary Dahl didn't mind. He had already cemented his place in history as one of the most creative entrepreneurs of his era. The pet rock wasn't just a product. It was a statement on consumer culture, marketing, and the power of humor. Today, the pet rock is remembered as one of the greatest marketing success stories of all time. It's a reminder that even the simplest ideas, when paired with creativity and timing, can rock the world. Gary's story teaches us an important lesson. Sometimes, the best ideas are the ones that make people laugh. It's not always about the product. It's about how you present it. So the next time you think your idea is too simple or too silly, remember the pet rock. A rock made millions. What's stopping you from turning your next idea into a success?